Texans. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. These are his numbers from last week's contest. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. 69 yards. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. Of course, he's fresh off the Offensive Player of the Week in the AFC. And what... On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. And out come the Chiefs now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. And a pair of rushing touchdowns. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. This is brought in at the 21. There he goes right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. What a run. 79 yards on the punt return. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
And as soon as they hand a rookie his playbook, they say you better make your mark on special teams if you want to hang around. I'd say returning one for a touchdown will definitely leave him.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Houston. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. This will be fielded at the 17. And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Well, they've been practicing goal line offense all week. Let's see if they're able to capitalize here.
Turn up. Kill, turn up. Check, crunch. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Watch out. Hey, 57.
Now here's Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Blake Bell, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Here's Brian Anger now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. 34 yards on the return. But for a moment, looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They go play action. Now Mahomes.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some space here. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great effort. Here's Brian Anger now. He's been terrific so far. He gets this away as he'll wisely, I'd say, angle this to the sideline. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. Might he be on his way to a record-setting performance here, Charles? Second quarter and the yardage number already ridiculous.
And they always talk about just focusing on the next play. But sometimes it's okay to dream big because
I'm focusing on the fourth quarter already.
Listen, I don't blame you, though, because we could be witnessing some type of history here, and it's being done by him. And, of course, the big guys up front who are creating the holes for him to run through.
Yeah, they've all been good so far. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. So 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now left side on the swing pass. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Mahomes firing complete. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown as his guys continue to pour it on. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback.
Here's Brian Anger now. as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And this will be taken at the 13. And there he goes again. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. One of the more impressive punt returns you will see. That one from 87 yards away as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And some room to maneuver. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A big play there. 75 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Houston. This is taken at the 15. A great blocking nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, that's caught inside the 20. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 3rd touchdown now on the... They'll run it now out of the gun. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. So we'll look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
They come out here in the I. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. Here's Mahomes to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Eddie Vanderdoes gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
Well, surprise, surprise. 1st and goal at the 1. No quarterback sneak. No running play. They decide to throw for it, but the pressure got to him quickly and put the quarterback down.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal.
You better be afraid of me.
Mahomes now to throw. And that is incomplete.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Houston.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, guys.
He'll return it from the 6. And he's loose again. Kansas City touchdown.
Let's just call that.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. And he'll give it here to his running back. Up to make the stop, the Texans' leading tackler a year ago, Zach Cunningham. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. And to give this time to the tailback. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. And quickly they get to the line.
4 yards on the pickup.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. In on the stop, Vernon Hargreaves. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 26. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The tight end, Blake Bell, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and
They'll run here on 3rd and goal, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Chiefs, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for Houston, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could run, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could
start your week by installing your game plan.
They do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's noted in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just try not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash.
Big numbers, 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars for me. foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad being pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, dummy pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number same.
Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Ay, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she want it like me, cause her like she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex. She like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep the score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God. Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts, whole team count, that's a big number.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. With the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it.
I just got bags from Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. With the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down when the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop.
Hey everybody, it's the Coach. This is Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. On deck, we've got what should be a great matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos. I'll see you again at halftime as we preview some of the action coming up on Sunday. But for now, it's Thursday Night Football. And on the call, as always, it's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll have a first down past the 40. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great play there. 75 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Wow, first play in the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive type play.
On now to kick it away is the punter, Matt Weil. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And it's fielded at the 34. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Right back to him on first down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up. Throwing now is Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Chiefs are able to
That's what I do. Wait. I'm the Louis.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. They'll run it now out of the gun.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator, he showed us his script. Didn't show us everything now. He said,
Here's Matt Weil now, as he'll punt it away for the second time.
Let's go, guys.
Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there for KC. 81 yards. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Chris Harris speeds in for the sack on the corner blitz. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Here's Mahomes, third and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. A great play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. Here's Matt Weil now as he's on to punt for Denver. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken around the 12. Oh, a little 360. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. What a run that was, 88 yards. Here's Matt Weil now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. Quarterback Patrick Mahomes has some fond memories of playing here in Denver. In fact, one of his earliest NFL memories came here in the Mile High City. That was back In the final week of the 2017 season, while Alex Smith was resting up for the playoffs, and we got a glimpse of what the young Mahomes could do. He threw for 284 yards in a 27-24 Chiefs victory. That, of course, was the first start of the career for Patrick Mahomes. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 34. Mahomes now on first down.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And with a clock reading zeros, he is into the end zone. What an exclamation mark to the end of this second quarter.
Indeed. Indeed. Well,
Yellow. That's a line.
Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Come on, baby. Come on. Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Fights through and now a crease. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. In on the tackle, the former All-Pro Chris Harris.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond.
Here's Matt Wild now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Matt Wild now as he's on to punt for Denver. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. The 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. 48 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract.
Yellow. Let him know, let him know.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Mahomes. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right?
No.
I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
Here's Matt Weil now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And he fields it cleanly. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Past the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one good for 33 and a 1st.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our...
Entering settings screen, you have 18 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected. Menu narration option is set to off.
Predecessors.
Yo, 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 yo. Yo, right side.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to...
Fire down these two. Fire down these two. Let's go, Eddie. Check your hot read. Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. 20. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.